Hey, what is going on, my friends? And welcome back to the eternal search for the courtroom. So, in theory, we are about to embark on our fifth and final case. So, yeah. Potentially the endgame is finally in sight. Now, not sure how good the voices will be this episode, as I am horrendously hungover. So let's see how we get on. Won't bother looking around the room just yet. Let's shake this tree and see what falls loose. Violin. Oh no, Sholmes. Naturally, you will recall this, which I retrieved from you some days ago. Yes. This second-rate fiddle is not my faithful instrument. The colour of the wood is different. It had holes in it. It's not even the same size. A wonderful summary of our observations. Oh man, music salt. I'm so very sorry, sir. How utterly unforgivable of me. An inexcusable mistake for a pawnbroker. There is only one way to make amends. What, he just legged it? Is that a gun? What? I shall have to take my own life. What is he on about? And why is it happy, triumphant music? Like, yeah, he's gonna off himself, job done. I don't think that will be necessary. Do you? Just give me my violin, then you can off yourself. If I may just say one thing before I pop off. Ah, yes? It was you, sir, who took it upon himself to remove the item the other day, I believe. Sorry? As I recall, I entered the storeroom to fetch your violin when I heard, here it is. You did? What? And when I turned to controvert you, you had taken the viola and left, sir. What? And put the gun down? However, there can be no doubt that the blame lies firmly at my own door for allowing you to leave. So I shall not grumble or grouse any longer. May this guilt die with me. No, no, no. Stop, my dear fellow. The fault is mine. Okay. Tactical. Phew. It would appear that the fight is over. Nice, on to the next conversation topic, I guess. I do humbly apologize. Evidently, my questionable disposition precipitated this tragedy. Well, you wouldn't be yourself without that questionable disposition now, would you? I do believe you may be right, sir. It's either laugh or cry, I suppose. You are, it must be said, one of my more challenging customers. I needn't remind you of the peculiar collection of items you've brought through my door in the past. Oh, peculiar items? Damn, definitely gonna need some hydration this episode. In the extreme, ma'am, for example, the unpublished manuscript of an eponymous work, the novels of Herlock Sholmes or some such. Oh my, a new full-fledged novel? An unpublished? A story I have yet to read, you mean? Forgive me! Wait, before you die, you must tell me more! She wants that. Okay, let's leave that for now. Secret second option. I wonder, could I ask you something? A gentleman from the East, I see. Yes, that sable suit. I suppose I could offer you sixpence for it. Without wishing to offend, the tone is somewhat dull.
Sorry.
Aha, but for your splendid attire, ma'am. 5 guineas, no less. The colours are exquisite, the design exotic, Eastern artistry at its finest, may I say.
Oh my, 5 guineas, you say? How interesting. Why do I feel as though I've suffered some sort of defeat here? Actually, I was hoping to ask you about your business. I've heard it said that pawnbrokeries are used rather like banks here in London.
Yes, sir, indeed. Many of my customers utilize the establishment as you describe. I appraise their items and offer them a proportionate loan of 2 months of secure stowage. Bling! If in that time they repay the original sum to me plus the agreed interest, their items are happily returned.
But what happens if they don't pay you the money?
Then I break their legs. And the items are offered for sale in my shop, as you can see on the shelves behind me.
So you never sell items before the 2 months has passed then?
That's right, ma'am, that's right. Which means some considerable responsibility rests on my shoulders.
Okay, I get the feeling that might be quite important in the case later. Now, I don't think we've got a case yet. There's been no crime at all, but yeah, for some reason that seems slightly stand out to me.
Should a customer's precious belongings be lost, the only recompense is for me to end it all.
This guy's a terrible business model.
The very idea is an absurdity. One should never talk of one's demise so casually.
Says the man who was telling us all it was a good day to die early this morning.
And let us not forget that I have already helped you take measures to ensure such a tragedy never occurs.
Oh? What sort of measures?
I engineered a simple device which Mr. Winterbank has installed here in his shop. I call it the Red-Handed Recorder. Is that not so?
Ah! What was that deep sigh about? Oh, yo.
Unpublished story.
I must know more. Tell me everything. Wow, she's really fired up now. Is there really an unpublished story under this very roof?
And is it for sale? Well, one day the gentleman here brought in an old metal chest, you see.
Damn.
I should like to entrust this to your care for a while. For a chest like that, 1 shilling, sir, not a farthing more. It houses something of very great value, indeed. The latest manuscript recounting the adventures of me. I beg your pardon, a manuscript? You wish to deposit a manuscript? That makes me sweaty. Indeed I do, for I am confident it will be quite safe here.
Yeah, for 2 months and then it gets sold, mate.
And that was that. As such, his latest tale of otherworldly mystery lies dormant in my storeroom.
Is that really true? Do I sense that someone doesn't want to talk about this?
I continue to pay your fee, do I not? Then kindly continue to store my belongings. Securely. Of course, sir, of course. They're safe and sound with me, I assure you on my life.
Okay, so that's getting stolen. You'd imagine that's going to be the crime. This is all very strange. Okay, no secret 5th option. What on earth is a red-handed recorder?
Use your eyes, my dear fellow. There are 2, just below the ceiling.
I can see what appears to be a camera attached to some sort of timing device. Oh yeah, is it like well early CCTV?
Very astute. It is indeed a camera furnished with some 100 pieces of celluloid film. And every 30 minutes precisely, the camera automatically records the appearance of the shop.
Ah, okay, so not video, but yeah, it's kind of like a CCTV footage.
Here, I have an example I can show you.
Okay. Ah, yes, a print from the camera set to record the activity at the shop counter. I developed a special type of film so sensitive it produces a crystal clear image, even in darkness. Really? That's extraordinary. Yes, you can clearly see the counter and the door behind it, look. At 4 a.m. So you see, were someone to enter the premise with ill intent, his identity would be summarily exposed. Well, if he enters just after he's taken a picture and does the crime in less than half an hour, which you'd imagine would be considerably easy to do, then yeah, you'd only get the after effects, right? But did you not say that the photos were taken at 30-minute intervals? Indeed, as you say, my dear madam. Oh, yo, she got straight to it. Good stuff. Then what if the incident were to occur in between times? One could only say that would be a cruel twist of fate. What a terrible excuse.
I must confess your devices has been giving me some calls for distress of late.
I beg your pardon? Surely they are anything but distressing. Reassuring is the word.
It's the cost of the film, sir. You most graciously placed not one but 2 cameras in my shop after all.
Ah, if you had 2 cameras at 30-minute intervals but staggered so it was every 15, that could be nice.
Which means I must pay for nigh on 100 utterly useless prints every single day. I'm afraid the cost of the film will break me before I'm very much older.
Damn. It's just I've got all these pictures of nothing because nothing happens here. Nevertheless, a small price to pay to ensure the safety of my preferred pawnbrokery. No? No, you're just bleeding him dry. My dear fellows, we verge on an age where safety and security come at a price.
Oh, heaven help us.
Damn. Makes him sweaty. Oh, okay.
Now then, allow me to return your precious violin.
Mission complete. Ah, the very thing. Thank you.
Perhaps this might mark the end of the peculiar items you try to pop.
I'm guessing pop is slang for selling.
Because if anything were to happen to one of them, this would be the only answer.
I really think you ought to stop waving that gun around. Someone could get hurt.
Fear not.
Sorry?
I've only loaded a single bullet, so no one but myself could possibly be harmed.
That's not really what I meant. Good day to you, then.
It's been a pleasure as always.
Nice. Okay, so we've wrapped it up there, and about halfway through. Tasty. So, now we can explore at last. What? Why? He said they were on the ceiling, right? I don't see him. Meh, let's just leave. Try the street. Leave the street immediately. I guess put the violin back at home, right? No? Why not? Okay, then there's only one more thing to do. Damn, maybe not. We can't talk to him anymore. Oh, we can't talk at all. Right, I guess we do have to look around. What's in the book? Oh, actually, the camera's probably going to be over here because it was a picture of the desk, not the front door. Silly me.
Look at that enormous ledger open on the counter there.
He is, if nothing else, very particular about recording the items he accepts. He'd have to be, otherwise he'd get himself into all sorts of trouble and be dead. Which might explain the thing that catches my eye far more than the ledger. The gun, this revolver here. Do not entertain even a single thought of pilfering an article herein, my dear fellow. I assure you, he would not hesitate to draw that weapon with a speed bellying his portly size.
Oh, you don't mean he'd...
Blow his brains out? Indeed, in recompense for his blunder. Damn.
Oh my! But in any case, of course, we would never do such a thing. How could you even suggest it?
Okay, so that kind of turned up some stuff. Don't want to look at him. Okay, clock seems special.
Look at this! What could this lovely big shiny box be?
That, my dear madam, is a music box. Surely you have such things in your own country.
Oh my, yes, but I've certainly never seen one so large before.
Shall we listen a while? Not bad.
Ah, what a sublime sound! It's like the music of angels.
I've never heard anything like it before in my life. This particular specimen is of the larger variety, commonly found in public houses and restaurants. There is a metal disc inside on which the notes to be played are recorded. Simply by replacing the disc of another, any music you care to imagine can be played.
My goodness, what a simply delightful machine!
Indeed, though their popularity has waned recently with the development of the gramophone, of course.
Science and technology advance at such an overwhelming pace.
Okay, kind of pointless. Yeah, so the camera should be up here, but I don't see it. Calendar. Oh, yo. That's not a calendar you could easily miss, is it? 15th of April, today's date.
What? Yes, that's not for sale, I must point out. It is an Eastern-style page-a-day calendar. Every night at midnight I tear off the front page to reveal the following day's date.
The perfect calendar for a tearaway fellow such as yourself.
And who was it who walked out of here with the wrong violin before?
Well, when the agreed storage period has passed without repayment, my articles are forfeited, you see. So I have to keep a close eye on the date. It's something of a pawnbroker's obsession, you might say.
Oh yes, I can see you're very dedicated to your job.
The trumpet. Okay, let's leave again, I guess. Right, it's just outside, so... Look at all the different things in the window of this shop.
Ah, that's Windibanks, the pawnbrokery.
It looks much smarter than the pawnbrokers in Japan, doesn't it?
Yes, you're right. I find pawn shops at home rather inapproachable, personally.
It reminds me of tearfully parting with my favourite fountain pen. What? I felt so miserable.
What doesn't kill us makes us stronger.
I really don't know. Right, actually, what if we just go for this now? Is it time? No. Okay, so we've looked at everything, really. Can't present anything. And no one's here to talk to, right? Can't lie, this is slightly unfortunate. So he got his violin back. Maybe it is still something at the pawnbrokers. There must just be one more thing to examine. Okay, so if he's off screen, you still can't talk or anything. Damn.
Now, what do you suppose this rather enormous machine does?
It seems to have two little windows for looking through. Allow me to enlighten you, my dear fellows. What you are looking at is a stereoscope.
A stereo's fascinating.
It is aptly named, I assure you. Look through the eyepieces and see for yourself.
Oh, I should be delighted to. Excuse me a moment while I just have a look.
Just before you do, there is something I should point out. My dear fellows, in order to see the image properly, stereoscopically, as it were, you will need to be cross-eyed. However, if that is beyond you, it is of little consequence today.
Alright then, I'm gonna try it.
Attempt going cross-eyed? Damn.
Ah! You must see at once.
Oh, are we going to find a crime somehow? So I need to be cross-eyed like I'm trying to look at my own nose. Could it be? Okay, what the? Do we know this person? I don't believe it! It's just a photo, but it seems like you could reach out and touch it. Yes, the sense of depth is startling, is it not? Stereoscopes are one of London's many fads. They are often found in little stalls in the park. People queue for hours to see them.
Why? Why are these people meddling with such black magic?
Oh man. It is no magic, my dear madam. It is, well, far too complicated to explain at present. We shall save this lesson for another day. Does he know?
Oh.
Again, that was pointless. What?
Look at this. Whatever could it be used for?
I have no idea.
Ah.
Oh? Little zoom.
There's a small catch just here. Look.
We're going to open it, aren't we? What's in there?
Oh my, that's amazing. It has some sort of spring-loaded mechanism.
Which we'll never manage to put back to the way it was before. What are you two doing? What? Us? Nothing. Nothing at all. No, no. Whatever this device is, it seems to have a pair of little windows to look through. I feel as though I've seen something rather similar to this elsewhere. Okay. Nothing else remotely seems standouty. No! Wrong button! Oh, thankfully it was tiny. Ah, what's behind there? There seems to be a little door hidden behind that curtain there. That leads to the storage room, where he keeps articles that are currently in pawn.
Ah, I see.
I've never heard of it being referred to as in porn before. Jokes. There's something of particular interest inside. I certainly wouldn't recommend any larcenous activity. Recommended or not, it's not something I tend to do. There is but one key, and he keeps it in his pocket at all times. Before he sleeps, he places it into a small pot, which he slides under his pillow. Why does Sholmes know all this? And why is he telling Yeah,
How on earth do you know about that, Mr. Sholmes?
I am a detective, sir. It is my business to know what others do not. I am frequently assailed by information that I neither care for nor wish to retain.
You are a wonder.
And the prime suspect if this pawnbroker is ever burgled. Yeah, exactly. What? I did nothing either. God damn it. Right, guys. I have zero ideas. Yeah, because maybe like we've examined everything in the shop now, so it's fine. Because we can't talk to him. Oh, that's just going to be bollocks. We were lucky to find that old aquarium left behind here. Prawns we put in there are doing rather well. And the anemones too.
It's a wonderful invention, isn't it? The sea behind glass inside your room. Another example of Great Britain's greatness.
Having to clean out and change the water isn't so great though, is it? Oh man. What? What's this? Ah, the Daruma doll I bought with me from home, still with only one eye coloured in. I said I'd colour the other eye once I won my first court case here in Britain, but
you have one, haven't you? Twice, in fact.
because I feel as though I'm still lacking as a lawyer. I tell you what, why don't you colour the other eye in once you think I'm a proper fully fledged lawyer? Nice, surely after this case.
If you insist.
Okay. We've only been here in London for about 2 months, but my desk is starting to look a little messy already.
You could tidy up once in a while.
I always say, making a mess is a small sacrifice to pay for being able to further your studies, and time spent tidying up is time you can't devote to the same cause.
And time spent on ridiculous arguments is time that could be better spent on some simple housework.
Yep, both good arguments there. She wins, but I'm supposed to be the lawyer here. Right guys, I have no idea, so let's just head back to the pawnbrokers and wrap it up here. Now, I don't think we've done a single save this episode, so let's rectify that immediately. That'll do. Boom. Righty guys, if you like the looks of any of the suggested videos flooding your screen at this very second, check some of them out and more importantly let me know what you thought. Because as stuck as we are at this very second, feedback is always delicious. If you've missed any of the Great Ace Attorney Chronicles so far, then catch up, because like I say, we should be heading into the endgame stretch. Hopefully next episode we'll find a little crime or something. Yeah, but the main thing is guys, as always, I hope you're well, thanks for watching, and see you again next time.